Alright, today we're going to be taking the headliner out of a 22 and up WRX, otherwise known as the VB WRX. This is if you want to like put sound deadening in the ceiling, or you want to do like starlight headliner, or anything else. I'm going to be timing this to show you how long it takes to do it. I'm going to be doing it by myself. I do have like some shop tools available to me. We're also going to try to do it while not taking the front driver, passenger, and driver seat out. We are going to take the back seat out. I think that's it. And we're going to try to do it without creasing the headliner, ruining it, or just trying to keep it, and save all those like plastic clips. All right, so let's get started. Okay, to start, we're going to be taking the rear seat out, and to start, my car came with this seat cover, so we're going to figure out how to take that off real quick. Okay, to take the seat cover off, you're going to need to unbuckle this right here. There's a little Velcro that sticks there. Pull this back. To take this cover off, you got to take the headrests out. We'll leave those on, because then that pulls that off. Pull it around the seat release. And to take the headrest off, you gotta well, on that one, you have to push the little button. And it kind of just pops off like that. This pulls around. Is this connected as one piece? Yes. This Velcro comes off. Oh, this Velcro comes off too. This slides up like that. And this slide through that. That gets on Velcro. It's like a Velcro piece right here. Velcro piece right there. That Velcro's off. Looks like something goes through here. Okay, well this has to come off. This is just Velcroed on. We'll just throw that in the back. We'll peel this up. Take this one off too. This one's that clip again on the back. Pull that off. Pop the headrest out, chuck it in the front. Pull these around, just like so. Okay, and then there's that. All right, so now to get the bottom of the seat out, kind of want to okay, to get the bottom of the seat out, you kind of reach in there and there's like a little plastic clip. Kind of hard to explain, but it's like a little clip that you like pull forward. Pull it up, lift this up, perfect. And this should hypothetically come out somehow. This seat cover fabric needs to get pulled off, so we're gonna get some little pry clips for those. Use this little like plastic pry tool with like a little C shape. Kind of shove that underneath it and try not to break them. Oh, that just goes to that, whatever that is. Okay, well, these clips, okay, so the front ones did not need to come off. Okay, you just want to take those back two clips off, these little plastic things. Do not take the front ones off, there's no point. For the seat, when you're pulling the seat up, this is kind of this little T handle. You want to like put your hand under there and pull it forward so it comes out like that. And then since that kind of pulls out, releases it, you can pop the seat up. If you have a limited WRX, you will probably, I don't know if the other ones do, like the whatchamacallit, the premiums and the base model, but mine has these really annoying seat sensors. So there's a clip here. Okay, so I'm trying to get the seat out. This side came forward. Still struggling with this side. But if you have a limited, and I don't know about the other trims, we have rear seat belt things. We have these little sensors here. So to pull these off, you just push in right there and then pull it out. And then I think there's just one of those. And then I'm still trying to figure how to get this side out. So I was struggling a little bit and this side seemed to be stuck in, but what I ended up doing was pulling that side out and this side just kind of slid out. I think they're hooked onto these hooks right here. There's like a little metal bar that must hook right underneath this. And then if you kind of shimmy it all this way or shimmy it all this way, or if you're struggling, maybe push it all the way down and pull it out. Something along those lines. Okay, but anyways, there's also another plug on this side too for the seat sensor things. We'll get this out and then we'll move on to the backrest. Now that the seat is out, let's try to get these things out. Also, this little seat has two little Christmas tree style plugs. Make sure we save them all somewhere. So when you're taking this little seat out, the little, 60/40 or whatever it is, split thing, there's two bolts. One's here and one's here. This bracket kind of sits like it and this kind of covers them, so you have to pull them back a little bit. And you can see them, there's two. These two right here, two 12 millimeters. So when you go to pull this side of the seat out, this side, you don't want to pull this bolt out, or this nut out. There's actually a bolt that goes right through this side. Looks like this. It's a 12 millimeter as well. It's got this plastic washer here, but then on the other side, it's got this that goes this way. And then you might struggle trying to pull the bolt out, and that's because it's got this on it. This little like lock nut style thing. So just kind of, wiggle it out and it'll pull out. Then you just pull this, a little bit, shimmy it this way, and then should slide right out. And actually what I'm going to do is, because these seats are not going to go back in right away, I'm going to put these bolts where I took them out back in the seat real quick. And then we will move on to the roof, I think. Yeah, the roof. Okay, so I am going to try my best to film this as best as I can, but there's only one of me. So first what I think we're going to do is we're going to take all this stuff off first. The grab handles, the visors, then go from there. Looks like that. Yeah, all right. So first we'll start with these grab handles. So first, to take this grab handle off, there's this little clip, and you can kind of see there's a little hole right there. So we're going to take this little pick and pry at it. Doing this with one hand. Okay, so when you're pulling this clip out, you kind of want to start here. There's like a little groove right there. You kind of want to start on, side was it, this side, and kind of work your way around, and it'll just kind of just slide right out. And then from there, it should look like this. And this will need, I think, some pliers. So now with it looking like that, I think these get popped in like so. Something like that, I think. See how that kind of pushes that down a little bit? And then this metal piece should slide out, and the handle should kind of pop off. Okay, so what I learned with these, and especially taking these little black covers off, if you put the hook in that little groove on the side, pull down and twist it, and then pull down, they come out fairly easy. These were really the hardest part to get out of this whole piece. Other than that, these metal things with these prongs, super easy to pull out. You just push one in, pull the handle. So they'd be in like this, push this prong in, pull it down like that, then push this one in and pull it out. And those come out pretty easy. But yeah, these black pieces definitely need some work. I think on a newer car, you know, this car's only a 22. You won't have any issues, but maybe 10 years down the road, these might break. But okay, that is off. All 4 of them are off. Now we're gonna take the sun visors out and go from there. Okay, this one was a little tricky. This is the little sun visor holder thing, this thing, and sits up there like this. So when you're looking at it, you only have that little groove right there. But in that groove, there's this little like angled piece. You know, you want to push that in, kind of angle it to where you push it right in the middle on both sides too. And once you push it in, you'll notice it'll just kind of fall right out to the side. Then you just do it to the other side and it should come out. Now with this piece right here, this little U thing that went on like this, it has 4 little tabs on it. You can kind of see right there, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kind of want to start by pulling it off here. You can kind of see where I nicked it right there. Pull that off, and then you'll just kind of work your way out. This little pry tool pretty much did it for this one, and this pry tool did it for this one. So now this looks like it's just Phillips heads, and that should just come off. And lastly, once you get the sun visor out, you get those 2 Phillips in. It's a little bit difficult. There's a little tab right there. Just kind of pull on it. Make sure you don't pull on it too hard because there is wiring for the light. And next we're going to disconnect that clip, and then we'll do it to the other side. Okay, now that I have this off, now we're going to work on trying to pull this front piece down. Now first, I think what I want to do is pull these pillars off because I really don't want to crease this headliner at all. So first what I think we'll do is try working on getting these pillars out. I know for this molding, I think it just pulls right down. And it does, just like this. Just kind of pull it down. See, I haven't did that with one hand. It's definitely going to be in the way of everything right now, but that's fine. Okay, now let's try to pull this off. So now that that's off, I think I'm just going to pull okay. That comes out like that. Oh, totally didn't think about it. This is a airbag, I'm pretty sure. So actually what we're going to do right now is disconnect the battery just so we don't have any airbag issues. Let's do that now. Now what we want to do is try to get this front piece down. And what you next have to do is pull this trim back, kind of like that. This kind of like holds it onto this, if that makes sense. Pull this back. Be kind of careful. I'm just going to kind of work my way around, and there we go, that's off. And I've read in a couple places where they take the mirror off. I don't want to, or let's hope not to. Next, this has to come out, or this has to pop down somehow, so let's work on this. So after fidgeting this for a little bit, I kind of figured out, or I finally figured out how to get this piece off. Now, to start, you do want to pull this off, which you already did. Then you want to pull this piece down, and you can kind of see those tabs right there, right? But then there's something holding it in the front, and this piece actually goes this way, like this, covers this, right? So what I did, I nicked it here and I nicked it there a little bit, but this needs to come off. And then there's 2 Phillips right there and right there. And hopefully this should come off now. So let's see. Once this is loose, this came out. I find it easier that you can kind of look in here and you can kind of see that plastic piece. That plastic piece is in the roof liner. Kind of reach back there and kind of grab your hand right on that plastic so you're not pulling on this foam stuff. Then pull down, and it should pull the front down. Okay, then now the whole front is kind of off, I think. Can't really think of. So now what we need to do is work on the sides, getting those sides released. and then figure out how this dome light is in there too. Okay, couple ways to get these side panels off. Now, realistically, you don't have to take these off if you don't care about preserving this roof liner. You can just kind of rip it out. But I really want to save it and really not crease anything. So to take this panel off or just kind of get it to move out just a tad, you want to pull up on this. You just pull up and there's clips. Pull that up. Here, there's a clip there. Just kind of pull this back. Then same on the other side. Here, pull back on that, and that's perfect. Oh, also with this one, pull this up here, and then this little thing kind of slides out of that little white thing right there. Kind of makes sense? Perfect. Pull this back. There's one bolt, which is probably, it's a 10 mil. It goes right there. We're gonna unscrew that, pull this off. I think it kind of slides down a little bit, and then kind of work our way on this side. So to get this piece kind of loose, I really don't know what I did. I just kind of moved this up, pulled this out, and then it just kind of slid down. I don't really know how it happened. But yeah, it just kind of fell. Hopefully when I take off that side, I'll have a better understanding. The center dome light, this whole piece just pops down. Reach up, grab this white plastic, pull down, releases the front or the middle. This is pretty much all loose right here. There's one wire coming from this that goes to the sunroof. It needs to be disconnected, and hopefully the whole front should kind of go down. So let's go do that side now. Okay, so I took this one off too. Yeah, absolutely have no idea really how I did it. It just kind of came off. But yeah, so that's down, that's down. I just took the plug off the sunroof, so that is down. Now I have to, get these on the other side, but actually I'm gonna leave them right now. It's kind of holding the front up. Okay, now we're on to the back. We're getting pretty close. Okay, for that side, I just got that side off. What I did was pull this trim all the way back. Sit in the car a little bit in this mess. Pull back on this piece. It'll kind of like pull out. Okay, what I found that helps best is you release this top. So pull that pin out first. That'll come out. Kind of loosen this up. Then pull this out, which gives you all this room. And then, in theory, this piece, just pull back, and well, there you go. Now, see these pins are stuck in there, which is fine. And just take this pry tool and go like this. And that's one. And then that's two. And then these will just go right back in there. And perfect. All right, so now we gotta figure out where the clips are for this thing. Okay, and after all that, the headliner is detached. There's three little black, Christmas tree looking things, 1, 2, and 3. Now, what else is attached to this headliner? Looks like we have a wire here, a wire up there, and a wire here, and a wire there. So I'll find the pins and see if we can take them off. Okay, so now the headliner is fully detached from the roof. Really isn't anything holding it on. Actually, what I ended up doing was taking all the wiring off this roof. Now, if you're going to sound deaden it and you're not going to take this fully out, I unfortunately have to take this fully out. I'm doing some development stuff for the roof of this car that will be shown in the near future. But realistically, you don't have to take this all the way off. This is totally enough room to put sound deadening up here. If you wanted to do that starlight stuff, totally here. Service the sunroof. I mean, like, you could take this out, but realistically, if you had another person, I think you could
do it with this just sitting like this. And the wiring, the way the wiring is, it's actually pretty simple to remove. I broke one clip, like one of these little things, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, I gotta get this out too. But other than that, the wiring's all done. I'll show you how the airbag wiring is done. Airbag wiring runs in this channel. It's this big black wire. It runs all the way down here. Or I don't know if it's airbag wiring or something. It's to go to that blue plug. I guess it's not airbag because it's blue. Airbags are usually yellow, I think. But this is it. And to get it out of these plugs, I couldn't figure out how the hell to loosen these. So this plug is small enough to where I just shoved it through and it worked. Other than that, it's ready to be taken out. I'm actually going to have to shove this kind of in the back, and I'm going to have to take this out at my house. I can't do it here because then I don't have any way. I can't leave this here at the shop, so I have to put it at my house. But we're going to shove it back there, shove the seats in it, take everything out, and I'm going to put some of the trim panels back in like this, and the door stuff, put that all back, throw the seats in it, and then yeah, I'll kind of do a once overview once I have the headliner fully out. But yeah, that's kind of, it's not too bad. It's now 3 o'clock. I started this at 12:30, so not too bad. As you can see, I got the headliner out. No creases. I actually did pretty good. I mean, on this side, but you can't, they don't show through on this, and it looks even, and it's got to get creased, like pushed in a little bit just to fit through, like any which way and whatnot. It definitely would help to have a second pair of hands. But honestly, really good, especially with the light hitting on it pretty hard. Yeah, the creases honestly really aren't that bad. It's just kind of like right there, which this kind of gets tucked up on that like rubber seal. And everything else is pretty good. So I'll kind of show you how I got it out. So to get it out, this is kind of what I did. I definitely would recommend taking at least the passenger seat out, just so you don't have to deal with the electronics of the driver's seat. It's this little gap from here to here is a huge thing. You can kind of see like where it was rubbing, and I kind of scratched this up. Look at that. And it goes away when you do that, but kind of screwed that up. That's fine. This is a little scraped up. Oh wow, that's really scraped up. Would have left this out. The seat, what I had to do was push it back all the way to start like this, then pulled it out so much, then shoved it back forward. Yeah, but I mean, it came out. So what I'm gonna do is tuck all these wires up into it right now, and then I'll kind of show you what the roof looks like without the headliner. Now you probably want to see what the roof looks like. Now currently I still have the rear seat out, and if you follow my channel or you follow any of my social media, you'll know that I'm taking this car to Alaska in the next like couple of months. So I have that rear seat out because I'm going to make some stuff for that trip. But now I'm going to show you what the roof looks like and what issues I had and what I would have done differently. See, as you can see here, this rear seat's still out. This is what the roof looks like. You know, pretty bare. You know, it's nothing there. I'm definitely going to add some insulation to this before I put that back in to kind of pull some of the tinniness out and some of the wind noise. Over here, kind of all looks like that. Here's your drainage channel for your moonroof or sunroof, whatever. Okay, so one thing I would say, this black wire must be for airbags. I unplugged it from that end and from that end. Don't do that. I'm pretty sure that's what that's for, because I now have an airbag light. Unless the airbag light is from these seats. Now, I'm not 100% sure, and actually tomorrow I have a scanner that will can take the airbag light off of it. Hopefully that's the issue. Unless it's something to this, because I now have a Starlink issue because this was disconnected, but I think once that's cleared, that'll be okay. Because I thought all this, the yellow stuff was for the airbags, but maybe I was wrong, you know, like these wires right here, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe this goes back to the airbag module, which maybe it's in the back. I don't know. Don't unplug this wire. Leave it plugged in. Other than that, everything was really good. Definitely make sure you unplug the battery because this is a side curtain airbag. You don't want that going off in your face. Another drain channel for here. It's very simple. It's very doable to do on your own. I would say you do it. Just make sure you have some time. As you can see, it's dark, but granted, I did start this at 12 at night already. But yeah, that's kind of the whole roof. Okay, I just moved the car from literally there to there, but only difference is this is plugged in and the airbag light went away. So we're good. I don't even need a scan tool. Maybe this has some airbag function in it. I don't know. But it looks like even if you have a light and everything's like literally everything's plugged back in the way it should be, you won't have an issue because all my aero lights just went away in here. And you know, this is just an accessory mode and I didn't have any of these before. So once I turn it on, it'll go away, but the airbag light is gone. So I think we're good. Yeah. So as long as you plug everything back in, all good. Alrighty. So that's kind of the whole roof. That's kind of how you take the headliner off. I tried to be as detailed as possible. There might have been some stuff I did miss. If you're having trouble, if you want any more questions or if you want pictures of what this roof looks like and whatnot, let me know. My Instagram is here. You can message me there. I think it should be available. If you can't message me, you can leave it in the comments here, or you can comment on the Instagram video talking about this roof, and then I'll direct message you through that. Yeah, if you have any questions or you want to see videos of stuff or what this looks like, because you want to do this and whatnot, yeah, definitely let me know. I'll try to respond pretty quickly, as quickly as I can. But yeah, but it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable by one person. I would just take the passenger seat out. I don't think you need to take the driver's seat out. You don't need to take the mirror out. As long as you leave the wiring there, and especially since I'm going to drive this for a little bit while it's like this, it's kind of nice to have this because then I have my microphone and my lights and I can open up my sunroof still, which I just checked and I can't open it. But yeah, if you have any questions, you know, direct message me on Instagram right here, or on TikTok, or put in the comments for YouTube, or if you're seeing this on Facebook, comment on Facebook. You know, I'll reply because I know this is a pretty big job for somebody who, you know, maybe just want to do sound deadening, and I definitely think it will be worth it. And there's a lot of big areas like right here. There's a lot of big surface area that I'm going to put some sound deadening on and hopefully kind of quiet this car out, because this car is kind of loud driving down the freeway, as a lot of WRX drivers know. So yeah, that's kind of it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video.